We all want to lead a happy and secure life, and a secure life doesn't come that easily. We need to plan and prepare for that secure life, and especially financial security is one very important aspect that we need to factor into this so-called secure life. In this video, I'm going to share with you a few tips that are going to help you prepare yourself for financial security, present and in future as well. Coming up. What is going on? My name is Ramesh. Welcome to another video on Mudgal's Musings, a channel dedicated to increasing your productivity. If this happens to be your first time here, consider subscribing because I keep posting one interesting video every single week to help you increase your productivity. So coming back to the important aspect that I need to be talking today, personal finance or securing our future, financial security. Well, traditionally, all of us have been, taught that the bank is the most important aspect in our lives as far as the finances are concerned. Our money in the bank is very secure and it is growing at a steady rate. Now, in the last few years, especially since a decade, we have seen that the returns from the banks have been very less. In fact, in the last 2-3 years, if you put your money into a savings bank account, the hard-earned money, and you consider that it is going to help you live your retired life, or 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, you will be able to live happily with the money that you have in your bank. It is not possible. Reason being that the inflation is going up every year at the rate of about almost 5 to 6%, whereas the return that you are getting from the money that you have put into the bank is absolutely probably less than the inflation rate itself, which means you will end up not making any great amount of returns on your bank FD. So conventionally, we have always focused on security of the money, the hard-earned money, and at the same time, we have focused on steady income. Now, the changing economic conditions have actually created a scenario where we need to become a little bit risk takers in order for us to be living a happy life, a financially secure life 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line. Obviously, we are going to be living long because the healthcare situation has improved, the life expectancy of people in India has improved. So obviously, we are going to be living a long life, and when we live a long retired life, we need that corpus, the retirement corpus, or the money to sustain us in our old age. I would like to tell you about this book, Let's Talk Money, and this is written by Monica Holland. She's been a journalist. She's worked in Mint, a magazine which was focused on finances. I guess we all get to read articles from Mint every now and then. Its digital version is also available. Now, I wish I had this book 20 years from now. I'm sure there were many other books, but probably we were not that financially educated that we were preparing for money. In fact, talking about money was only limited to earning your salary, putting the money into your bank account, and then trying to get an FD out of it. At the most, some very shrewd people in our generation at a younger age itself, they had invested that money in some chit funds. In fact, the chit funds exist even now as well. Apart from that, the people had one of the most favored investment options for Indians from time immemorial has been land, has been real estate. Either people would buy plots or people would invest their money on house, buying a flat or constructing a house. I mean, that is considered to be a very secure kind of a thing. Of course, it has its own advantages and a bit of a disadvantage as well. The timing is most important as far as investment is in real estate is concerned. This book written by Monica Holland actually talks about 14 chapters. Are there 14? Yes, there are 14 chapters. Each chapter is talking about an interesting factor. It touches upon the conventional beliefs of the people in India with respect to money, how they treat money, how they look up to money, and at the same time how they manage money. That's one way of looking at it. It also talks about several important aspects such as insurance, what kind of insurance that we should be having, how big the insurance should be, what should be the sum assured, what are the different options available in insurance. It talks about the different asset classes. It talks about the stock market linked returns. It could be the equity, it could be the mutual funds. So basically this book is a very simply beautifully written book which everybody should be reading. Young ones who started their career just now, yes, it is a good book for you. Again, take a look at this cover once again. Even people who are in the middle of their career, so they already put in about 20 plus years of their service, and now they are planning for their retirement, they want to have a secure future. Yes, you should also be reading this. When we talk about money or anything in life, even growth for that matter, it all comes with an element of risk. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, what is our risk appetite? How much risk are we willing to take? Right, especially in the money markets, whether it is the equity markets or the mutual fund mutual fund markets, or even to an extent the non-banking financial corporations at the NBFCs, which promise to offer a big amount of interest on the money that you invest over there. All these instruments come with an element of risk. So we need to measure our risk factors. I'm sure there are many resources available, many websites are available where you can actually measure your risk factor, or rather risk appetite, whether you are a low risk person or a medium risk person or a high risk person. So if you happen to be a high risk person, and obviously you are going to be an aggressive investor, in which case you are willing to forego and withstand a huge loss in order for a potential huge gain. So to put the whole thing in perspective, there are a variety of investment opportunities available for people. It all depends on the kind of risk that we wish to take. If you wish to take lower risk, then your returns are most likely going to be lower, and if you're willing to take a higher risk, your returns are definitely going to be higher, although there is no guarantee that the returns are going to be higher, but there is the potential of higher returns is very high when you are willing to take a higher risk. So investment in equity markets or stocks and shares, it's actually not a gamble. It's a systematic scientific way. A lot of people have made good amount of money by investing their money into stocks, into mutual funds, because they consistently, at times when you have done a scientific study and fundamental analysis of the stocks that you are investing in and technical analysis that you have done, and you have the patience to stay invested in those growth stocks, definitely they are going to give you much more returns than a bank FD can ever give. That's all on Mudgal's Musings this week. Thanks for watching this video. Like it if you like it, and do share the video among your friends and acquaintances, just in case they would also like to listen to and watch videos like this. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful time ahead. Take care and bye bye.